Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our conjunction video of the week. And today, our three planetary conjunction will happen on Moon, Venus, and Rahu. And what happens when Moon, Venus, and Rahu are conjunct together in a horoscope? And as always, if you do not know you have this conjunction, how far apart this conjunction is in degrees, what house it's in, all the other planetary placements, all the other planetary details. For that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, and Aspects at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations here. And also my book, Mahadashas at the Speed of Light, will be coming probably by May or June of 2016, which is not far away. This year kind of went at the blink of an eye. So I'm pretty sure that it's just going to come like that. Now, Moon, Venus, and Rahu. First of all, what is Moon? Moon is our mind, our ability to think. Moon is our mother. This is why Moon represents nourishment, happiness, comfort, peace of mind. Because mother is able to give all of these things just by holding us, right? When our mom came home, or whenever you saw your mom, you cried, you went to her, she held you, and bam, everything just happened. Your peace of mind happened, your comfort happened, okay? Your happiness came. Then comes Venus. Venus is like the parallel octane to Moon. Meaning, if the mother's cradle represents our happiness, then Venus would represent the toy that your mom gives, the bicycle that your mom gave. So Venus becomes our material pleasure. That's the first thing that Venus represents actually in astrology. It's our material comfort and the comfort through the family, the assets, the fixed assets, because it's the second house. Then Venus comes and rules the seventh house with the sign of Libra, which is what? Relationships. Our relationships with other people, the people that are our opponents, people that are in our relationships, our business partnerships. So Venus represents that part of the comfort as well, comfort through relationships. It is also our way of truly loving something and devoting something higher than ourselves. This is why Venus is exalted in Pisces, because Pisces shows selfless love. Love which cannot be defined, like that Radha and Krishna love. Mother Teresa's love. Princess Diana's love for the unprivileged people. And Venus also represents culture and art, our creative side. Because creative side kind of becomes that luxury. Like what did people do in the old days when they had that luxury? They did painting, learned, classical dancing. So it became that creative side, that Venus. Then comes Rahu. Rahu represents the Maya, the illusion that we are here to experience. The illusion that keeps us away from our true path of spirituality. Because Rahu keeps us binded into this material world, into the world of illusion. Like when we think like, okay, how can I be the next David Beckham? Or how can I be the next Michael Jordan? Or the next Amitabh Bachchan? Or how can I get that Bentley? How do I experience what I see on TV? That's Rahu. Because Rahu is giving the illusion like, wow, these things are great. These things are, superior to God, superior to spirituality. Come and get it. That's what Rahu is. Rahu represents that unusual flamboyantness within us. Rahu represents foreign things. Things which are away from the normality of our current society. So like if you were to go into Papua New Guinea in New Zealand, back in the days, and if you bought like a blonde-haired person there, they'll think they're an angel or God. They're aliens because they haven't seen it. So it's that the Rahu is coming into the land. So what happens when you mixed these three things up? The first thing you're gonna see with these people, that their ability to find happiness and comfort in life comes through experiencing relationships with people of different culture, different ethnic backgrounds. They love to experience, travel and experience people and find love and comfort to people through their own, cultural values. This person, especially for a man or a lesbian woman, they will get a woman or a spouse which is going to be very unusual in her way of expressing herself, meaning that you may not get the spouse who is wearing this all covered. You might get a spouse who wants to, wear all the short mini skirts and low cut blouse and looks perfect and wants to look like a model. So they get that person who wants to express herself sexually, wants to have that sexual energy ooze out. That's the kind of spouse they're running into, which in this day and age, a man would love that. However, the mind is also connected to Venus and Rahu, which shows that the satisfaction through the relationships is never really there, especially if they're really tightly conjunct. Their eyes will always be on something else. They will always eye something else. In certain harsh cases, yes, this can lead to extramarital affairs, because the mind is not satisfied with the relationship because Venus is conjunct Rahu. So this connection of the three planets is there. The mind also feel addicted because Rahu is addiction. Addicted to women, sexual activities, pleasure, drugs. Because what are drugs? Drugs are something that makes us feel like a king, takes us to that illusionary world where we feel like we're the number one thing. Although I've never experimented with drugs except alcohol, but we know what drugs do. So this is why Venus, Neptune, Rahu represents that drug addiction to something that makes you feel not only comfortable but luxurious, and you feel like a king. So Rahu is giving you that illusion, like, oh, you're an LSD, you're the king of the world, and they feel so proud, so confident. So a person who does not have confidence, by taking drugs, they somehow feel that, and then it comes back down because then the reality kicks in again. Also, these people make great performing artists. Even in real life, they would make great salesmen. Because salesmanship requires what? It requires performing, requires acting. Whether you like the product or not, you would tell the customer, oh, I've used it, it's great. I know the old sales trick because I've been in sales since I was 20. Whether it was retail, mortgage, or, God, I've done so many work, but you learn these things from, your manager and bosses. You got to do this, and this to sell. You got to make sure you tell them you like that. So, when you wear glasses and you're trying them on, the salesperson says, oh my God, I love those on you. They don't really love that on you. They simply are trying to get you to buy that because you are getting compliment from third party. So same thing with hair. These people are able to perform and make you feel like whatever they are experiencing is real. Because that illusion of Rahu is now conjunct that creativity, which is connected to the mind. So these people as actors, they will literally think in their mind that they are that drug addict in front of the camera, and they will give you the performance of their lifetime, where you'll be like, wow, encore. So the creativity is really within these people there, and they want to be appreciated by other people for showing that their different side, their illusionary side. Also, with this, you will notice that either your mother, grandmother, or the mother of your spouse would be of either of a mixed culture, mixed race, or would be like a stepmother somehow. And shows that your mother herself was a very flamboyant person. So guys, this was my analysis of Moon Venus Rahu conjunction. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. Again, if you want to know where your Venus is placed, where your Rahu is, where your Moon is, all your other planetary placements. For that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, consultations. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.